A couple of days ago, the spring campaign released in Trackmania. 25 new maps for players to compete on, and when I first saw them, I thought the maps were rather simple. But over the last couple of days, players have found 6 shortcuts, they've found tricks, and they've set really fast records. Even players like Carl Jr. are now playing the campaign, so today, we're gonna watch through all the records where they stand 4 days after release. Map 1. We've got Hobbit ahead of Shadowcrancer, and like many map 1s, like many simple campaign tracks, it's about speed slides and quantum slides. And I'm not gonna get too into the specifics, but Hobbit does it marginally better than Shadowcrancer with a very big gap. And if we go to map 2, he's also ahead there. This is another Hobbit record. Now here, there's a small trick they found. I didn't spot this in Discovery, but you can do a diagonal jump and jump between the trees up the hill to reduce airtime. And then we do the classic speed slides up to the finish. But I'm telling you guys, map 8, there's an insane record that was just set. There's some shortcuts on the last couple maps as well. And those are only the ones I know of. There might be other records we haven't seen. Map 3, we have Samber ahead of Plastpiraten, one of the most Swedish usernames I've ever seen. This one has a reactor, and it's over snow. You'd hope for something, but it's really just an ice slide, or a snow slide if you want to be specific. Nothing too fancy found here yet. Clean runs though. Map 4, we have this leaderboard is going to be the most precise one ever. There is no time to gain on this map. They just accelerate and drive close corners. Look at the leaderboard. 21.82 to 8.3 in the top 5. And it's about how inside line you get here with full grip. And then this one, and then you have to set up a bit wider, and then full inside down now. Like this is, we're gonna maybe have a tied record here at the end of the campaign. Hobbit again here. Although we are expecting Lord Quack to win this one, since it's dirt no slides, but Hobbit, huge start. There's a really fascinating thing in the end here where they go wide out on the outside and eat the 5th gear. This is something you don't see too often. Typically, if you get the gear up while turning, it's bad. But on this map, it is very good for the final straight. There's just no way around it. Hobbit with 3 world records out of 5, or was it 4 on the first maps? And he has this one too, what the hell? Are we witnessing a clean sweep of the spring campaign? In my discovery, I said GG Hobbit when I saw this map, because he's very good at plastic too, so for the time being, we are being, just completely destroyed by Hobbit. So map 7, Tech Track, we see Feed and Exosun with the top 2. Unsure if they found any fancy line here. There's not going to be any wall bang. But just a very good first drift. 4th gear kept through here, yes. Not too wide in this slide, and sharp inside, I think. Yeah. Seems very simple, but very hard to do. Now, guys, time for a magic trick. So new world record on 08 by a 10th. Well, Cam had the previous record, no? Maybe he improved it. It's a worse start than Blood. Oh, he gets a nice nose step. Nah. What is happening? Nose down into khaki bounce, kind of backwards driving. Zoop, bro, that is crazy. What a find. So this map, already 20 minutes after release, players found out that you can do what we see from Blood here, which is that you drive down the hill. We have a proper 08 map. So you do some airtime reduction tricks, and then on this jump you have reactor. So you release, get a big collision, and reactor fly to the finish. And the new trick is so fascinating. Cam goes a bit wider in the start to get a bigger nose down here. So you get a bigger nose down here, bounce, land backwards. Now you have reactor up, and when you hit the bump, you get a zoop, you get a hover boost. And it's way faster. It is much faster. I love this. This just got done today, but what a beautiful skip. There might be more things. There might be more things, guys. That's already a beauty. For now, though, back to Hobbit destroying people who like driving tracks the regular way with another record. Like, is anyone else hunting campaign? Feels like he's just gonna bulldoze through all the maps. And so far, straight and better than Ice Slide and interesting. On map 10 here, this is the snow car one. They did actually find one very cute trick. I'll show you. With the snow car, they found out that they can ramp cut at one point and also go through a checkpoint triangle. So here, faster to go through triangle than around. And there's a small ramp cut here to reduce airtime. And then the rest is PF. Like it says on the car, PF to finish. Map 11, guys. I was in Pac's stream the other day, and he put out a public challenge to all the NASCAR players, same with Carl Jr., try to beat us. Carl Jr. and Pac have put down the gauntlet. They've said, there's a NASCAR map of the campaign, we're the world champions, try to beat us. I want to see the best Danes, Devil and Dopamine. I want to see some TMNF NASCAR players. We can't let this stand. I also put 10 gifted subs on the line versus Pac. That a NASCAR player will have the record and not them at the end of the campaign, so we will see. Right now it's Carl Jr. playing campaign. And this is also interesting because Carl typically never plays Trackmania outside tournaments, but now that he's full-time, guys, we have a little bit of a problem. It is very likely we are going to experience getting beaten by him on more campaign maps, which is a treat. I mean, it's an honor to have Carl play campaign, but when he does, you can see he quickly sets some pretty impressive records. And that one no slide part in the middle was unbelievable. Yeah. Please, NASCAR players, help me out here. Try to beat Carl. I would help if I could, but I'd get like a 105, so. Here, world record by Giuliano, a 34.6. They found out that you need to get a lot of speed through the stadium car gate so that you keep 4th gear. That's the fastest start. You can still get it a little bit better. Giuliano's one was a bit wobbly. Wiggle over the grass is fastest and then smooth. Now you're into 4th here. Then it's just one more rally car gate to go. And it lines up quite well with keyboards, so you don't need to worry about sliding out. Action key 2, tap, 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 inside line finish. Betting against Carl, wasn't there a saying about that? But Carl has to play EWC, Red Bull Faster, Elite Cups. I don't know, Bonk Cup, I mean, he's gonna be busy. Hobbit beating the bobsleigh? How did he have time to beat the bobsleigh players? Like, yes, I get it on the no-slide maps, but there's one bobsleigh map in this campaign, and he had time to beat the world's best bobsleigh players? They're all hunting this. He's doing the wiggles just as good as they are. Good speed slide. Faster. Juju. Close, but he bumps. Hobbit record for now by 7 thousandths. Finally, someone who isn't Hobbit with a record. We have Jaffa Padawan. Here I was curious if outside line was really faster on this uphill. It does seem like it could be, and no. Nope. 4th gear can be kept inside line. So I just lied in my discovery. Sorry if you're now driving the wrong line chasing author time. But there is an outside line here. Smart. That's very fast. Guys, here we have another small shortcut. I'm not gonna say this is the most mind-blowing thing, but it's cute. You can no slide instead of doing the wall hug through the checkpoint triangle. Then low jump, 4th gear. And in the ending here, there's another skip. It's another small skip. Again, not that crazy, but straight line, plastic bounce instead of plastic wall hug. it's a little cute trick. You know, some shortcuts, they look impossible to try for an everyday player. But if you're a casual, try those skips there. Maybe those are more reasonable. When you see a corny world record, alarm bell should go off in your brain about what could have happened. And on this map, it is a bug slide with a very high speed exit. He also crashed this out on purpose, by the way. Low line here. Then wide. Fourth capped. Smooth there, straighten for the gear. Gets pulled down the hill. Fifth gear, inside line. And straighten. First 37. Can still probably go a bit further, but that's a nice run. This one has an undone shortcut idea. Again, we see Carl Jr. world record. And the shortcut idea is a bit cope. I'm not sure if it will be faster. 40.03 by Carl, already a really good run. So just high-speed drift through here. Basically every line is on the verge of flying off the map, but he perfectly balances the car. Slowing down for this drift. Wide setup here to get into this one. And then try to full speed the end if you can. He gets it, I think, full speed, and it's a 40.03. I'm gonna show you guys the clip I was sent on this map. Instead of doing the slow drift to the right, we jump across full speed, go around this corner, and go back. You're technically slowing down one corner less, but the speed you get from here and onwards is worse. Maybe something to take a look at. Map 18, Loso and Pack on the top two. And we had I had a hunch this is some remake, but I could not figure out which map it is. So I don't think it is a remake. Or someone would have had it by now. But yeah, Loso on tech time attack is really one of the best players. Like, we saw it in Trackmania games. Loso's PBs on the tracks were just insane. He's just really good at full risking. Maybe not the best at consistency, but full risk time attack, he typically wins out. Very close to the snow there, inside line here, and oop. Inside pillar, okay. Nice line. Desert car, we have Rinta booting up. World's best desert player, rank 1 in Trackmania United. Tapping away, fastest steering method with this car. You know, whenever I see this car, guys, I just think about the fact that I'm one of few people who have seen this car, this exact car, in real life. I feel fortunate enough to have experienced that. I'm sure Rinta, a big desert car fan, would have loved to have that experience I had. Walking by the beach and seeing this vehicle right before my eyes. It was crazy to see it brought to life. So, you know, I'm hoping he gets the chance to one day. Quite rare to come by one, but fingers crossed Rinta gets to experience that. Map 20, the full speed map, we have Zim Salabim. Long-time full speed player. I saw Mutta play this, and he said that 0.6 was already a very strong record. 0.5 by Zim is a very good time. Speed slides here. Speed slides again, of course. But then this wall right here, it's tricky. You have to get an early entry, and he does. High speed through here now. And then you want to speed slide down the hill, snap before the engine off, ease into another speed slide, get a good exit, and then don't eat grass here. Oh, that's such a low jump. Wow, yeah, this is a very good time already. The low jump over the grass was insane. And now, guys, I've been promising shortcuts. It's time to get into another set of Elite Cup maps that have been completely destroyed. Starting with Germany, a couple of interesting things have been discovered here. This map wants to have you drive backwards. Wants to have you drive backwards, I believe that is a correct sentence. but it's a bit hard to force backwards driving in Trackmania. And people quickly realize this. So Lingo with the world record right now on the campaign version. This will be updated on the real version because it is possible on this first turnaround to, after getting across the booster, turn around immediately. There's an ice block intended for you to turn around on, but now you just drive off the side of the map and continue as you want. Very obvious skip, but it made it to the final version. There are some ideas here of like jumping and bug sliding, not done yet. But there's one more turnaround on the map. And you'd think Nadea would, you know, double check. Can you drive forwards here? Because as it turns out, yes, you can. And, you know, the map wants to have you turn around on the ice, so how they're gonna enforce that, I don't know. But right now, this is the best way to drive the map. The tricks makes the author time a lot easier, yeah. If you're going for author time, I'd say do it. Map 2 here has, to my knowledge, not been broken with a shortcut. There might be some smaller stuff. 1:13:05 is a very good time by Lingo. But I do not think we have any game-breaking shortcut. We'll see if Lingo shows us anything update-worthy. Oh my god, what a straighten. Okay, that was pretty insane. He landed nose down, so the car like flicked out of it. A little bit of unwanted airtime there. Wide setup, nice. Gets a lot of speed into the grass. Drops to third, might not have been on purpose. Gets to the checkpoint early, and then it's the reactor turnarounds. Not expecting anything crazy. We're not seeing anything crazy. This one has survived for now. Now the next map, guys, Canada, I think has held on, but it is due for a cut. It is due for a shortcut. Lingo again with the world record here. So this is based on the competitive map Slalom. And the end of the map is a ice downhill, which is now made very slow on this version, with a reactor booster. Interesting choice. Reactor boosters, as a design choice, are always going to cause problems. So we'll watch how Lingo does it, and then I'll show you the theoretical. People have 3 months to do this one theoretical shortcut. I'm skeptical, but you shouldn't really doubt Trackmania players when it comes to the yearning for time gains. What a run, by the way. Lingo, crazy. Crazy with it. Into the ice downhill, you get reactor here, through the checkpoint, straight down the hill, right taps, straight into the finish, 1:02.3. Take a look at Piasek here. This was theorized by Jacob Piasek. He's clipping the blue pillar, he's picked up reactor booster, flying through the checkpoint, straight to finish. And it's a 1:00.872. 3 hours of grinding stats on this. He hasn't even beaten the bronze medal. He is only going for the reactor flight. Why even build a track? If you're just gonna fly past everything, it's true. And now, guys, for Australia. What's the FS cut on Australia? So far, nothing. Wait, that's so cool, no? Is it consistent? Can we keep it for rounds? He gets it 50%? Yeah, because they made it look quite reasonable. Okay, the campaign has some spice after all. World record by Giuliano, not by Lingo. If you watch this, you will quickly see why it's Giuliano that has the record. It's because it's a diabolical trick that happens right here. You're supposed to go up on the sand to the right, but you can bounce against the wall, get the checkpoint, and keep driving. And according to sources, you can get this about 20% of the time in a good line. And I always think with these things, like, I want it to stay. It's so silly. Imagine going for this in match. I want this to... I want this to be a clutch in the Elite Cup finals or something, you know? But I get it. I get that we need competitive integrity and we need to measure the correct things and to find the best player. Okay, we can't have a khaki trick in the middle of the... I get it. But what a chance. What a chance to have something so beautiful. And the last map of the campaign is Hungary. Lingo with the world record, 59-59. He almost has the world record on every Elite Cup map this campaign. That's probably going to change just before the maps are played though. We've seen that previously, that people post their times just before. But sub 1 here seems to be a strong mark. Lots of speed for the loop. He's going to be ahead at the end of it. Speed into the loop matters so much. And then this outside line the entire way. Builds into... He had to release, but it should build into the downhill. Wide setup to get the lowest jump here that he can. Losing a lot to Postito Paco, who did his run on day 1, by the way. And now the ending. Jumping on to the beams. Better speed, better drift setup. And the bounce to the fin. Somehow no slowdown. Dara says to me in Discord just now that he has a potential cut on 01. You can wall ride the first turn of 01 and bounce out. Maybe doing a little something like that? Oh no, he's talking about fully doing this. Wouldn't angle be fried? I mean, angle, speed, everything. Credit to Dara if this works. I don't think I'm gonna be hunting it, but the point would be a more inside line up to there and then try to hold on in the ending. Anyways, friends, that is the spring world records after 3 days of play. We can check them out again at the end of the campaign, as we typically do, and see which cuts end up happening. If Canada will have a reactor flight on it, if 01 will have a wall ride, we will see. But thank you so much for watching the records for now, and subscribe for more Trackmania content. We're trying to hit 1 million. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, friends. Bye bye.